Infinite blessings and love. Namaste, namaskaram. This is Om Oracle Tarot, and this is Aquarius's spiritual path reading for December 2022. Now, I have to say that these are general readings that may not resonate with everyone. If they don't, that's all right. There's plenty of other great YouTube tarot readers that you can check out. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can do so in the comments below the video. You can also get in contact with me at the Om Oracle Tarot Instagram page, of which there's only one, and the link for that is below in the description of this video. And if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated, and I appreciate all of you. I also want to send a big heartfelt sense of gratitude and thank you out to all those who have liked, shared, subscribed, and donated. It really does mean so much, and again, thank you so much. I also want to remind everybody to check your other placements, your sun, moon, and rising signs, for a broader picture of what may be going on. You can also check out the mid-month readings that I offer here. You can also check out the full moon and the new moon readings that I also offer here at Om Oracle Tarot. All right. Without any further ado, please give us a message for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. I only take uprights and only take jumpers from the deck. And while there are moments of silence, while I may be shuffling the cards, do pay attention to anything you see within your mind's eye. You might hear song lyrics or a word. You might smell something that reminds you of something, or a strong emotion may bubble up. Do pay attention to this, as this is all your intuition playing a role in this reading, as we are not together in the physical. I am connecting to your energy, so your energy is very much a part of this reading. And in a lot of ways, it's in these moments of silence that the deeper aspect of the reading takes place within yourself. So do pay attention to those. All right. So we have the Star card, the Devil, the Emperor, and at the bottom we have the 8 of Cups. So I have to say that most of the cards out here, 3 out of 4, are major arcana. So major arcanas are more of a faded energy. There's a destiny at play. With the minor arcana cards, there is an element of free will, or the choices that we make from now until whatever X date can change depending on what choices we make from now to then. So we have the Star card here. So you are experiencing a renewal of your purpose. Your faith is getting stronger. You're really having this hope for the future that may have felt a little diminished in the past couple months, but you're really feeling optimistic about the future. And there are some new opportunities that are going to come up for you. You are receiving these spiritual messages here, as we have this bird on the tree back here. And with the Star card, do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, as this can all help give you a good idea about the timing of things. And you can also utilize these planetary energies and the moon cycle to your benefit here. But it does feel like you are really feeling on your purpose at this time. And then we have the Devil card. So there may be some shadow elements that you are dealing with, sifting through. It does appear that you are successfully sifting through these things in the right way. This can also speak of unhealthy relationships. Now, when people speak of relationships, this doesn't always mean romantic. This could be family members, friends, coworkers, things like this. you may also be dealing with some level of temptation to one degree or another. And that isn't always a bad thing. I don't always see the devil card as necessarily a bad thing. And I am not really getting such a bad vibe off of this at this time. And maybe this is asking you that some of these temptations that you may be holding back due to past dogmas, things like this, and the Spirit is saying now is a good time to perhaps test the waters in those, provided that they are safe for you and that you are not breaking any laws, of course, and things like that. We have the Emperor card. So this is showing that you're no longer fearing these shadows. You're really sifting through these as December wears on. And as you do that, you become the leader and the authority in your life. These shadows no longer can control you in this way. And you're finding a lot more personal power as December continues forward here. And also sifting through these shadows and being on your purpose, it gives your day-to-day life a little bit more structure, which I feel like is really important for you moving forward. And we have the Eight of Cups here. So this is kind of saying like whatever you have been dealing with in the past couple months, this may even be the past year of time, but this is indicating that whatever that was, the party's over. You've kind of you're walking away from whatever that is. You've kind of gotten tired of whatever that situation was, and it is kind of tied to these shadows to a certain extent, and you are successfully walking away. And here we have a moon here. This could be an eclipse, but we'll say a moon. So do pay attention to the planets, the transits, the moon cycles, because this is really going to be important for you moving forward in December. All right. Let's get a little bit more information. This is the Yogic Path deck, and I have to say that these are not religious specific readings unless, of course, you're engaged in one or more of these traditions that pop up in the card imagery, in which case the reading may take on an extra layer for you. But these are not religious specific. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. Okay. I wasn't going to take those, but the way those popped out felt a little different, so I'm taking them. Thank you. Right, we have Dharmic, Kali, Kriya, Parvati, and Karma. So Dharmic is this one-pointed concentration. This is kind of the act of meditation, not the necessarily sitting down to meditate, but the result of that. And so you do have this one pointedness in your consciousness, in your awareness, your attention, and this is why you're on your purpose in the way that you are. This is also how you're able to face these shadows and kind of clear them out, because you are with this one pointed energy. That these shadows can't actually make contact with you, and in truth, the shadows never actually make contact with who and what you are at this deeper level, which is just behind this one-pointedness. but you're feeling very centered. And then we have Kali. So Kali is the goddess of time, the goddess of power, creation, but most notably the goddess of destruction here. So you are basically pulling the cord on whatever was going on before December, bringing the destruction of the old to pave the way for the new. You're also coming into these shadows like Kali. You have a lot of power, and this comes from you don't fear these shadows anymore. So you're really in December coming with a very centered, fierce, powerful energy. And then we have Kriya. So Kriya is its own school of yoga, but in various different traditions of yoga, there's also Kriyas, which are practices utilizing usually breath work, pranayama, and meditation here. But this speaks of a ritualistic practice, if you will. So whatever ritualistic practice you're engaged in, whatever your path may be, it does appear to be working for you. And on this card, this individual is offering the jewel of their heart to the jewel of the divine. And I don't know if you can see, but there are jewels descending back down. So there's this reciprocity where you are giving to the divine and they are returning this to you. And I feel like this is in part where this power comes from. And then we have Parvati. So Parvati is the mother of Ganesha. Parvati is also the goddess of devotion, fertility, the goddess of harmony, but also the goddess of power. So again, we have this like power here. And as you clear out these shadows and you release the past, you definitely are stepping into a more harmonious vibe here. And with the mother of Ganesha, Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. So these obstacles that appear to be within yourself, these shadows, it does appear that they are either one being removed or successfully integrated. It's important to process and integrate these shadows. We can't push aspects of ourself away. When we do that, we fragment ourselves. We become over compartmentalized. And you want to be whole. This is where harmony comes from, is being whole. So to integrate these things. And then we have karma. So in the West, the word karma is used very freely, and a lot of times the way that it's used in the West is not actually what the word means. So karma is not you cut me off in traffic and then later on down the line you're going to get cut off in traffic, or karma is not like my girlfriend did me dirty, and so later on down the line, she'll get hers, blah, blah, blah. That's not karma. The instant karma, that's not actually what the word karma means. Now, I'm not saying that reality doesn't play out that way. I'm just saying that's not what karma means. What karma is, though, is an accumulation of past lives, deeds, desires, downfalls, achievements, and in this life we are living out the karma of those things, those deeds, those wants. So for instance, if we were not a great person in our past life, or in a few past lives, then in this life, our karma might be to not have the most pleasant life. That's what karma is. And it can go both ways. So, like, you may have been a huge humanitarian in past lives. And so in this life, you're receiving this good karma. That's what karma is. So, having said all that, this does appear to be, once you release whatever this is, because what you're releasing appears to be kind of slowing you down a little bit, whatever this past energy was. And so now you're really, you're freed up to step into this purpose, which appears to be your past life karmas. And from the look of it, you're in your power. You're able to clear out these shadows. You're in your purpose. Your faith is renewed. You're feeling very optimistic for the future. Opportunities are opening up for you. So this appears to be the product of good karma here. Let's kind of condense these a little bit. All right. This is the wisdom of the Buddha deck, as I call it. Please give us 3 cards, 3 messages for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. Vajrakilaya. Vajrakilaya's mantra is Om Benza Kila Kilaya Sarwa Benge Bong Hong Pei. And if you ever get a chance, if you're interested in such a thing, you get a chance to do the Vajrakilaya Empowerment, which is a Vajrayana Tibetan Buddhism empowerment. Highly suggest it. We have practicing Chode. 1 more, please. Come on, 1 more, please. Okay. We'll take them. All right. Vajrakilaya, the magician. And this is what you identify with becomes who you are. So, I feel like in the past you've dealt with some self-deprecating thoughts and perceptions of yourself due to some of these shadows here. And so, in part, that type of vibration is what you were kind of becoming. But now that you're in your power and you're starting to identify with someone who is on their purpose, in their power, this is actually empowering you to become this. It's not just something you're doing. You are becoming this powerful individual on their purpose. Now, Vajrakilaya is also a depiction of this deity, which is actually a masculine and a feminine figure together in this climactic embrace, if you will. And so this is talking about this balance of this masculine and feminine energies and the integration of these things. Now, whether you are a man or a woman, we all have feminine and masculine aspects to ourself. We all possess these masculine and feminine aspects. There's another word in there, but it disappeared. And then we practicing Chode. So this says, extend your awareness to the energetic edges or boundary of the universe. So this is, I feel like in part what you're doing, whatever this is that you're doing, you seem to be engaged in a heavy level of meditation here. And this is also a meditation that is generally performed in the burning grounds where the cremation grounds. So this is definitely this super heavy shadow work that is being performed here. So this is speaking to the strength of your shadow work, and also highlighting the importance of meditation in empowering this also, and just in general, meditation can always be beneficial. And then we have Pajra Paramita, and she's the wisdom goddess of the 3 times. And the message here is, the writings of great beings have the voice of God within them. So whatever your path is, whatever your verbiage is, God, the divine, the spirit, the universe, nature spirits, the deities, whatever your path is, this is saying the writings of great beings have the voice of God within them. So this is indicating also that in December you're going to be perhaps researching and reading a lot of spiritual scripts, grimoires, manuscripts, but there is this heavy learning of spiritual, esoteric nature here. So you're going to be taking in a lot of information. And this is the primordial Buddha Vajradhara. And here we have another depiction of the masculine and the feminine in this climactic embrace here. So again, with this balancing of the masculine and feminine energies, and Vajradhara is the brilliant sky illuminating sun here. And the message here is, the entire universe manifests out of awareness. So this is speaking about the divine in this primordial awareness that all of our reality is bubbling up or manifesting out of. But again, also, you also possess awareness. You, in fact, possess this awareness. This is what's looking through your eyes at this very moment, is this primordial awareness that all of reality is bubbling up out of. There's actually no space in between you and the divine. Similar to two engaged in this climactic moment of merging into one. And this is can be seen as you and the divine when you have this realization that your awareness is one with the divine primordial awareness. All right. This is the Gita deck. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. Thank you. one or two more cards, please. Ooh, fell on the floor. Ooh. Oh, man. All right. Ooh, right. Thank you. So we have Best of Yogis and Wisdom. All right. We'll read the back of this one. Of all yogis, the one who is filled with faith, his entire being given over to me, the divine, is the most intimately united with me and is the best of all. So what I was just saying about this, and it says, the most intimately united with me. This lover and the beloved. And you are realizing that you are both. Which means the divine is also both. And this, the Sun card is speaking of this renewal of faith here. So you are filled with this newly found faith. And you are, it does appear, you're giving your whole self over to the spirit, to the divine, whatever verbiage you use to communicate that sentiment. And with this being the most intimately united with the divine, you are essentially becoming your best here. Then we have wisdom. This is, this is initially Krishna, but when Krishna in the story shows his true form as Vishnu, this is kind of that. So this is Krishna showing his Vishnu-ness and all the other incarnations of this. So this wisdom that is, you could say generational, but this is this Akashic kind of wisdom that's being spoken of here. And the message back here is, when one is illuminated with the wisdom by which nascence is destroyed, then this knowledge lights up all things, just as the sun reveals the world at dawn. So this is kind of talking about what this card was just saying. So there is an old illusion that is dying or being destroyed here, being walked away from. And this is actually giving you a lot of wisdom. It's like your energy is open to receive these messages and this wisdom here. And this knowledge is lighting up all things in your reality. And like it says, just as the sun reveals the world at dawn. So this brilliant sky illuminating sun, the entire universe manifests out of awareness. So this wisdom, this knowledge, you're realizing that this wisdom and knowledge is one with primordial awareness that is, in fact, you. Not you necessarily as your personality, but you as in your primordial self. If that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right. This is the Gods and Goddesses deck. Please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path in December 2022. All right. All right. I got some. All right. We have Bhumi, the Mother Earth here. And on this card is Bhumi and the white owl. So this is definitely an indication of there is some magic at play. We also have Vajrakilaya, the magician. So there is an element of magic at play. I don't feel like this is a negative. I feel like this is something that you're doing, and you might be doing this unconsciously. A lot of times before people begin to practice magic and they learn about it, they realize that they had already been doing this subconsciously without even knowing it. So that may speak to some of you, but there is magic at play. And Bhumi's blessings are fertility of the land. So you can see this purpose is fertile soil for your growth here. And the next blessing is expansion and growth. So you are expanding with this power. You're on your purpose. Your faith is expanding. You're integrating these shadows. This also creates this expansive energy and a lot of growth. And I feel like when you do let go of the past, you definitely feel this expanse. There's like a release taking place, and this provides you a lot of space for growth. Protection of the natural environment. So you may be doing some ecological work, excuse me, but this natural environment, I feel like, is you or your body. So you are receiving this blessing of protection of the natural environment here. So you have protection here. And then we have Nataraja, the Lord of the Dance, and this is Shiva in his cosmic dance, usually depicted as the statue. I don't have it out here. But essentially, Nataraja, in the way it's depicted in the statues, looks very much like the world card, if you're familiar with that. And here we have Ganesha. So we have Parvati, who is the mother of Ganesha, and Shiva, who is the father of Ganesha. And again, Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. And so this is Shiva doing his dance of reality. This is what reality is this dance. So Nataraja's blessing is fearlessness. So again, you're not afraid of these shadows anymore. Joy of creativity. So your purpose might have a creative spark to it. Another blessing is perfection in the arts of music and dance. So this creativity has something to do with art. It is indicating music and dance. I don't feel like that's necessarily for everybody, but that is at play here. For some of you, it may be poetry. It may be the way that you dress. It could be different for everybody depending on where your talents lie. But you are getting a blessing in perfection of this art. Another blessing is finding pleasure in all life circumstances. So this is where this shadow is being integrated, where in the past these things have plagued your mind, and perhaps some nightmares and anxieties over these shadows. But you're at a place where you're finding pleasure in all of life's circumstances. So that doesn't mean you're okay with the things that spurred on these shadows, but you're finding a way to be okay with yourself and kind of giving these shadows a thumbs up. And because that's really what these shadows are requiring, is a little attention, a little nurturing, and but the tendency with shadows is we push them away. And there's a saying, what we resist persists, because this is this shadow that really is requiring attention. And the shadow needs to know that you're okay with it. That doesn't mean you have to let the shadow drive the car, but you're okay with it. And that's really that's really all it's asking for. All right. Please give us 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. All right. All right. Thank you. All right. This says there's nothing you can do, and there's this person trying to saw this yin-yang symbol apart, essentially trying to separate the dark from the light, or the shadow from the light here. And not finding any success in doing so. And so this is saying that there's nothing you can do about the shadow except for integrate it. And when you do, you find that, oh, there's a little light in the darkness and there's a little darkness in the light. And that these two, what would appear to be opposing forces from this other perspective, are actually part of the same thing and need one another to keep this dance in motion. And so that's what you are coming to. And it's saying there's nothing you can do about the shadow other than to integrate it. And this really creates this death and rebirth type of flip here, where and on another level, you're kind of switching from identifying with kind of a self-deprecating perception of yourself to this powerful, on your purpose perception of yourself. And to take that flip, there has to be this metaphorical death and rebirth for you. And it does appear that that is exactly what's taking place. And then we have the wackadoo. So you are definitely getting, like I just said, this new perspective of yourself. And we have a similar moon on both of these cards. So again, pay attention to the moon cycles, the planets and transits, yada, yada. Very important for you. There is also a thing, you're walking away from something or someone or a group of people. Now, when we do this, when we do this and we step into our own power, where we left from, or the people that we had to leave in the past, they do not like this. And so they're going to look at us, or you, I'm going to say, they're going to look and say like, oh, what a wackadoo. Like you are there doing something strange. But again, that's their problem. You can only walk your path, just as they can only walk their path. So what is strange for one is normal for another. To each their own. So just maintain that you have this new perspective, and this is causing you to move in a different way. They don't have this perspective, so of course they're going to see it as perhaps strange, and that is all right too. We're all free to have our own perspective of things. All right. Please give us 2 cards. Okay. Please give us 2 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 2 cards, please. What is on Aquarius's spiritual path? So, Palomino. One more, please. All right, we'll take them. All right, so we have the Palomino. So this is a powerful animal. It is a horse, but the Palomino is a horse that has essentially blonde or golden hair and a golden mane. So this has a very striking appearance. Sometimes they can even have green eyes. So this is a powerful animal, but also very striking in its, we'll say, energy. And this is how you are moving forward. One, with a lot of power, but also I feel like whatever, as you integrate these things, you're on your purpose, you're gaining this spiritual knowledge, you're doing this meditation, you're having this rebirth. This energy that you are cultivating within yourself is visible on you. People can see this in your eyes, and some people that are close to you might even say, like, oh, you seem different. What are you doing? I got to know what you're doing, because how can I get like you? So you're coming with this Palomino energy. And then we have the white buffalo. So this is a Native American cultural figure. But a white buffalo is a very auspicious sign, and it kind of marks this end of an era, beginning of a new era here. And with this death and rebirth here. So this is definitely indicating this is kind of a new chapter in your story here. And then we have the path. So, and this is very much, the body language of these two looks very similar. But this is the divine marking your path. So do know that your path has been divinely designed specifically for you. And now that you're realizing that you are one with this divine or primordial awareness, that this is actually you that has designed this path. All right, this is the Thoth deck. Please give us 3 cards for what are the hindrances on Aquarius's spiritual path for December 2022. 3 cards, please. Three cards, please. Thank you. The Hermit. Two more cards, please. Thank you. The Five of Cups. One more, please. Thank you. All right, so we have the Hermit. So, the Spirit is asking you to get out in the world, into social situations, to withdraw too much, to not engage with others. This would be a hindrance for you on the path. Your light that you are brimming with is meant to be seen. So do get out in the world. Then we have the Five of Cups. So in this deck they call it the disappointment or disappointment card. So there is going to be when we wrestle with shadows, we win some, we lose some. Hopefully we win 3, we lose 1, and over time we ultimately win. But this is saying don't be too hard on yourself. A lot of times we can be our worst critic, and the Spirit is saying that would be a hindrance to be too hard on yourself. Don't vacillate on regret if you can, because that would be a hindrance. And then we have the Lust card. Now in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is the Justice card, but this is speaking about lust. And here, this is Babylon, the goddess Babylon, writing. I believe that's the Demiurge. But speaking of lust and these shadows here, because there is an element of the Spirit is asking you to engage with these shadows to a certain extent. But lust is not always speaking about sex. Lust can be anything that the body and the mind yearn for. So you can lust for a cup of coffee. I know a lot of you know know that feeling. You can lust for a piece of cheesecake. You can lust for the comfort of your couch or your bed after a long day. Anywhere where the mind and the body have this yearning, this is lust. So definitely the Spirit is asking you to engage with these shadows, but don't get caught up in the yearning for what is in these shadows. Because provided they're safe and legal and all blah, 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 that you can engage with these shadows, but again, don't get lost in the yearning. Don't, because that's kind of a reaction of the mind here, and you're realizing that your primordial awareness. So definitely reclaim your mind and don't get caught in this yearning of the mind. All right. And again, I don't know if I'm making any sense on this reading. All right. We'll get some cards from the Oracle of Rama deck. First, we let a Divine Guide card pick us. This one. Oh. and we get a couple messages from the Greater Oracle of Rama deck. So this is Bharata. This is a brother of Rama in the story of the Ramayana, and Rama is an incarnation of the divine. And the message here is the power of responsibility. So I feel like you do realize you have this responsibility to yourself to really step into your power. You are tired of being a victim to these shadows, and you are reclaiming your space. You're reclaiming your energy from these shadows here. And here we have the number 3. So number 3 is the number of creativity. So this spoke of these blessings in the perfection of the creative arts to one degree or another. So it does appear that that is being highlighted again here. So please give us 2 or 3 cards for what is on Aquarius's spiritual path in December 2022. Breakthrough. So you're definitely having a breakthrough. Too many. 1 or 2 more cards, please. All right. So we have collaboration and the heart of the oracle. So number 3, and these all have numbered messages here. A return to our allies after a great achievement. So this is a great achievement. You should actually be very proud of yourself, and I don't feel like in an egotistical way, but just in a this relief is this achievement, and you are feeling really good moving forward. And when this takes place, you really go to your friends, your allies, those you know that you can trust and will understand this type of thing. Not everybody will be able to understand this, and that's where this wackadoo comes into play. But those that you know can understand this will celebrate with you on this breakthrough. And then we have collaboration. So some of them may even want to work with you in one degree or another. So collaboration, a time to send allies on a great search. So it's interesting. So this is saying return to our allies after a great achievement. So you do return. You let them know what's going on. And it's saying a time to send allies on a great search. So there's something for your work or whatever you do for a living, perhaps this creative endeavor. There's something that you require here. And it says time to send allies on this great search. And I don't feel like you're going to have to be like, okay, go do this. You're going to tell them about this breakthrough. They're going to celebrate with you over this. And through conversation, they're going to say, oh, I know just what you need. And I know the person that knows a person, and let's get this together for you. This collaboration. The heart of the oracle. Life's 4 goals may be reached. So love, awareness, realization, and union with the divine. So all of those things have been mentioned here. So that does appear to be what is coming in for you. All right. This is the tiny deck, as I call it. We'll split the deck 3 ways, and then we'll take the tops of the split. Blue, pink, orange. Healing. So I feel like you have been healing, but this is kind of this wrap up moment of the healing. And of course, we always have healing that is going on, but this is whatever this you've been going through over the past year. It's kind of like you're finally getting this metaphorical cast taken off. The healing is complete enough to take this cast off, if you will. Then we have respect. So you are starting to respect yourself. This self-deprecating aspect of yourself was not letting you do that. But now that you're in your power, you're on your purpose, you definitely respect yourself. You now respect the path. There's this greater respect for the divine and for yourself that is one with the divine. And now, not everybody is going to respect your path. Not everybody respects my path, and that's just how it goes. But the ones that matter, at least at this moment, are definitely going to respect your path. These allies that you have are going to respect what you're doing and what you've done, because it is admirable. You should definitely be proud of yourself. It's going well. So this is the Spirit giving you some encouragement and letting you know that you're on the right path. Things are going well. Things are going how they should be going. Now, that doesn't mean we don't have bumps in the road or ups and downs, but it's going just how it's supposed to go. You're in motion to the ocean here. All right. Please give us 3 cards for a final message. What would you like to leave Aquariuses with for what is on their spiritual path in December 2022? 3 cards, please, for a final parting message for our Aquariuses. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hangman, the King of Wands, and at the bottom we have the Tower. I also have to add again, 2 out of the 4 cards out here are major arcanas again. Just saying. So we have the 9 of Pentacles here, and we have the bird again. So receiving these spiritual messages, you're going to be receiving messages in your dreams, your meditation. You might even possess or be developing one of the clairs, in which case you might directly perceive the words of the spirits here. But there is something like that taking place for you. But you're feeling very self-sufficient as you move forward. And you know that what is ahead of you is abundance. And this is where this hope for the future, you're feeling optimistic because you know abundance is coming towards you on your path here. And this is kind of like your energy, as this person is in this fully cultivated garden. And this is kind of like this fully cultivated garden of your heart here that you're standing in. And really the 9 of Pentacles is like the luxury card, luxurious. And so this is this luxury of the heart here, to where whatever circumstance you find yourself in, you feel luxurious. You feel fantastic. So again, is going well. So keep up whatever you're doing because it is working for you. And then we have the Hangman. So you are definitely getting this new perspective on yourself. You are in this state of metamorphosis with this death and rebirth. You're kind of surrendering, letting go, and kind of going with the flow here. And you're breaking these old patterns of the past at the same time. In a lot of ways, like this wackadoo, you're getting this new perspective that might have people looking at you funny, because to them it looks like you're looking upside down, but actually you've learned how to see the world and yourself in this correct way. And sometimes we need this change of perspective to achieve that. And then we have the King of Wands here. So the King of Wands has this born leader type of energy. And this is where you are in your power and on your purpose. And people see that about you. There's a saying that the world gets out of the way for somebody that knows where they're going. And it does appear that you now know exactly where you're going. And you're stepping forward with this visionary energy and honor. You're honoring yourself with this respect here. And then we have the Tower. So this death, rebirth, this kind of metamorphosis that you're doing, this is happening quickly. This is sudden for you here. And I don't always feel like the Tower is a bad thing. But like with Kali, we do have to have the destruction of the old to step into the new. And this is what this is talking about. And initially, this may cause some upheaval and some chaos, especially for the people who cannot come with you on this new chapter of your story. And this might be in part their tower. But you are going through this awakening. And you're kind of renovating your life or reinventing your life circumstances here. And so we have the Seven of Wands. So initially, with these people from the past, you may feel a little poked and prodded from them as you move forward, because this does have you in somewhat of a protective stance, but you're persevering through this. And as you see on this card, this person has two different shoes on. They don't have their belt on. In this deck, it doesn't appear that they have any pants on. So it's like this person just jumped out of bed and they are ready to go. And this is the kind of energy you're coming with. These people will not be able to get in to affect you because you are ready for this. And they see that about you, and they don't really want any of that. And here we have the Two of Cups. And I always hesitate to go to a relationship type of read because I feel like there's a lot of that out here. But this, with the Two of Cups, there is some sort of mutual attraction that you have with another person here. And it may not be known. You might be able to feel it, but it's never been verbalized. But there is definitely this attraction, and it does appear, and this kind of feels like towards the end of December, maybe leaning into January of 2023, that you begin to perhaps share cups with this individual. But this is also, so there's two individuals and then the divine here. So this is being orchestrated and brought together by the divine. This is part of your path. There might be a sense that this could be a deviation from your path, but this is part of your path. And this may be somebody that you have known for a minute, as we have the Six of Cups here. So there might be this nostalgic energy. This may be somebody that you have had a crush on for years, or you have at least known them for a while. This is also speaking with the nostalgia not to go back to where you just came from. So don't go back to where you just came from, because there's something else coming in for you that's going to bring a lot of joy. And in this connection, there's like this innocence in the heart space of this connection. And this may not be something that you have been used to in the past, this level of innocence in romance or a connection like this, which is going to be really refreshing for you. Oh, I see what's underneath, so I have to take it. So we have the Knight of Cups. So again, with this creative energy. So you are moving forward doing something very creative. You have your cup of love and compassion held high. This is like your heart you're holding up high for the world to see, and you're moving forward with a lot of beauty here as you move forward. But definitely this creative spark is come up a few times here. So whatever your talent is, engage with it. And here I saw this, so I have to take it. So we have the Sun card. So like this child here, you're learning to have your heart open, especially as you integrate these shadows. When we resist any aspect of reality, these shadows being part of that, we contract, which means our heart closes, our energy centers close. But when we feel this completeness that we have integrated everything that is in our perceptive field, we expand, and our heart must be open to expand. And this really causes this lightness of being. And here we have this horse here, like the Palomino here, moving forward with a lot of strength and beauty. And you're really basking in the sun and the light of the divine as you move forward. You're feeling very positive. You're feeling very successful. Even if things in the physical reality are not playing out that way, and I feel like they will, but you're feeling very successful because you really have accomplished something amazing. And again, you should be really proud of yourself here. But you're definitely moving into this fun kind of energy, which I feel like is something that you have wanted for a long time. So you do know that you really deserve this. This isn't happening by accident. You really deserve this. This is part of your path. This is meant for you. So it is your duty to step into this. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and leave this reading here. Aquariuses, I want to send you a lot of love and encouragement. This shadow work, it usually is a doozy to dig into these things, but the payoff is so great. So it does appear that you are doing it. And you should be really proud of yourself as you move through December. So if any of this reading resonates with you, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe, as it is really most appreciated. And I appreciate all of you for tuning in, listening, and watching. It really does mean so much. And again, Aquarius, I'll catch you on the next go-round. Peace.